Now we are going to discuss the various forms of a line of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is called as the general form of equation of a line. What is that? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is linear. The highest power of the variable is 1. So ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is called as general equation of a line. Now we will see how to change it to different other forms which we have already studied, like slope intercept form and normal form. We will convert the same equation to that form, and let us see what does slope represent when it is given in this form. How you can pick out the slope from here. So first we will come to slope intercept form. You know already what is the slope intercept form of a line. Equation of a line is y is equal to mx plus c. This is the slope intercept form of equation of a line. Here m represents the slope of the line and c represents the y-intercept. Okay. So here we have to consider that b is not equal to 0. Why? Because we have to separate y. If the coefficient of y itself is 0, it is not possible to write it in the slope intercept form. We need y there which has non-zero coefficient. That is why we specially write b not equal to 0. Then what you have to do? Consider the general equation. From this general equation we will extract y. We will take separate y separate and others let us transfer to the other side. Minus ax minus c. Now divide both sides by y. B, because we want only y in the left hand side. We have to bring it to this form. So only y should be there in the LHS. So what you have to do? The coefficient of y should be transferred to the RHS. So what do we get? Y is equal to minus a by b into x plus minus c by b. So this is exactly what is the form we have given here. What does m represent here? In this equation, m is equal to minus a by b. And what does c stand for here? In this, c is nothing but minus c by b. Okay. So what is m? M is nothing but the slope of the line. So here, with reference to this equation, slope of the line is minus a by b. What is minus a? It is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. And what is minus c by b? Minus c. This is c is nothing but the constant and b is the coefficient of y. Okay. So we can write this is equal to mx plus c, where slope is equal to slope of the line is equal to minus a by b and y-intercept is equal to minus c by b. Or you can also rewrite this as minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Okay, so that whenever an equation of a line is given in the general form of equation of a line is given in this form, if any equation of a line is given, to get its slope you have to just take coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y with a negative sign. Like that you can separate the slope of the line. And if you want to write the y-intercept, just you write minus c by b. So next we will go to intercept form of equation of a line. For this we have to take c as not equal to 0. Let us see why it is not equal to 0. You know what is the equation of a line in the intercept form. What did we study in the previous class? We have studied intercept form of equation of a line is nothing but x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This we have to keep in mind, because the general form of the equation of the line we have to bring to this form. X divided by something plus y divided by something, and see especially the right hand side should be equal to 1 only. It should not be any other number than 1. So how to bring it to that form? First we will separate c to the RHS. We will take c to the RHS. As you observe here, x and y terms are at the same side, and one constant is on the right hand side. So in order to rearrange, what we will do? We will take it as ax plus by is equal to minus c. And RHS should be made 1. How to make it 1? Divide throughout both sides by minus c. So dividing by minus c, both sides. We have to divide both sides by minus c. What do we get? A by minus c x plus b by minus c y is equal to 1. So but we want the coefficient of x as 1 here. So what you have to do? You have to bring this a to the denominator. So xy minus c by a plus y by minus c by b is equal to 1. So this is exactly the same as this. It is in this form. So this is called intercept form of equation of the line, which is reduced from the general form of equation of a line. So what is x-intercept here? Here A stands for x-intercept and B stands for y-intercept. So what is the x-intercept here? X-intercept is equal to minus c by a and y-intercept is equal to minus c by b. So these are the x and y intercepts. Now we will go to normal form of equation of a line, which is reduced from the general form. So I have already written, we have the normal form. What is the normal form of equation of a line? When the perpendicular distance from the origin to the line is given, that is nothing but p, and the inclination of the normal is given, that is nothing but omega. What is the normal form of equation of a line? It is x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to p. So general form is also given. Both represent the same line. So we can take the ratios. Okay, we can take the ratios and equate them. So what is that? A by cos omega, which is equal to b by sin omega, is equal to minus c by p. Now what we have to write is, first one we will equate with this. So what do we get? Cos omega is equal to, cos omega will go there, p will come this side, ab by c, or minus sign I have taken. Also, what is sin omega? Sin omega is equal to, cross multiply, minus bp by c. Now we will use one trigonometric identity. What is sin square omega plus cos square omega? It is nothing but 1. That we are going to apply here, because cos omega we have, sin omega we have. So sin square omega plus cos square omega is equal to 1. That is equal to, what is sin square omega here? bp by c the whole square plus ab by c the whole square, right? So this is equal to 1. So here what you can do is p square by c square is common. So p square by c square, if you take a negative sign, anyway when you square it will become positive. So what is left here? A square plus b square. So now this is equal to 1. So what you can say? I want p square. What is p square? C square by a square plus b square. Or else I want only p. I don't want p square. So p is nothing but plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square. So this is the value of p, the perpendicular distance from origin to a line. Now the same way we will take cos omega and sin omega. What is sin omega? Or first we will write cos omega. What is cos omega? Cos omega is equal to minus ab by c. So minus a by c of, what is p? Or we can take it as plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square. So c gets cancelled here. So what is left? Cos omega is equal to plus or minus a by root of a square plus b square. Now also we want sin omega. Same way we have to reduce sin omega formula. That is nothing but what? Minus bp by c. So minus b by c, or we can take it as plus or minus, because c here it is plus or minus, into c by root of a square plus b square. So c here also get cancelled. So what is left? Sin omega is nothing but plus or minus b by root of a square plus b square. So here we come to the end of this. So sin omega we have reduced, cos omega we have reduced, and we have got the p value. P is the perpendicular distance. We have got sin omega and cos omega. So if the equation is given in this form, you can write what is sin omega, what is cos omega, and what is p with respect to the equation given. Okay, now let us see some problems based on the concepts just studied now. Equation of a line is 3x minus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. Find its slope, x and y intercepts. So slope of a line can be obtained by rewriting the equation in the slope intercept form. Okay, slope intercept form, how to write? We know that first it is of the form y is equal to mx plus c, or else directly also you can write. We have studied what is the slope of the line, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, or else better to rewrite in the slope intercept form. You will be safer there. So we will 4y to the other side, what do we get? So first we have equation of the line 3x minus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. So just to change it, 4y is equal to what? Take to the other side, 4y is equal to 3x plus 10 implies what is y? Y is equal to 3 by 4x plus 10 by 4. Okay, so what is 3 by 4 here? It is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. Hence, what is slope? Slope of the line is equal to 3 by 4. By comparing with y is equal to mx plus c. Y-intercept they have not asked here. So just you write the slope here. Now, to write the x and y intercepts, we will rewrite the equation in the intercept form. Okay? So, also rewriting in intercept form, we will rewrite in the intercept form. Rewriting in intercept form, there are different forms of solving this equation. I am not telling this is the only way to solve. Either you can remember the formula. What was the x and y intercept when we reduced? It was minus c by a and minus c by b. So we will just rewrite. So what we will do? 3x minus 4y is equal to minus 10. I have taken to the other side. So what we can do? We can divide both sides by minus 10. So 3 by minus 10 into x minus 4 by minus 10 into y is equal to 1. Or you can write it as x by minus 10 by 3 plus y by, this minus of minus becomes plus 10 by 4 into y, that is equal to 1. So according to this, what is the x-intercept? Minus 10 by 3. And what is the y-intercept? 5 by 2. We can reduce this 10 by 4 as 5 by 2. So therefore, what is the x-intercept? X-intercept is equal to minus 10 by 3 and y-intercept is equal to 5 by 2. You can just check the other way. What is that I told you? The formula is minus c by a, isn't it? This is the x-intercept, minus c by a. What is minus c by a? Here c is 10, right? So minus 10 by 3. A is 3 only, so directly we got it. Then what is the y-intercept? Minus c by b. This is the y-intercept, this is the x-intercept. A minus c, that is minus 10 by b. B is minus 4. So minus 10 by minus 4, that is nothing but 10 by 4. If you reduce it, it will be 5 by 2. So we have got the answer. X-intercept is 10 by 3. Y-intercept is 5 by 2. Directly you can write, or else you reduce the equation to slope intercept format. You can write the x and y intercepts. Next, reduce the equation to normal form. Normal form, I have told you what is cos omega, sin omega and p value. Based on that, we will do this. So first let us do what is ABC. So root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. Where what is a here? A is equal to root 3, b is equal to 1. Okay? Comparing with the equation, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. In comparison with the general form of equation of a line, capital A is root 3, that is nothing but the coefficient of x, and capital B, which is the coefficient of y, that is nothing but 1 here. So we need root of a square plus b square, because you might have observed in cos omega, sin omega and p value, the denominator is square root of a square plus b square. So a square plus b square you write root 3 the whole square plus 1 square. Root 3 the whole square is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, square root of 4 is nothing but 2. So what you have to do? Divide the equation throughout by 2. Okay. So we have, what is the equation of the line? We will convert it to standard form. Root 3x plus y is equal to 8 we will write. Okay. So dividing both sides by which number? By root of a square plus b square. What do we get? Root 3 by 2 into x plus y by 2 is equal to 4. So this root 3 by 2 and 1 by 2 correspond to which? The same value of omega, sin omega and cos omega. Which angle is the similar value for this 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2? That is nothing but cos omega. Cos omega means omega value when it is root 3 by 2, then it is cos 30. So cos 30 degree into x plus sin 30 degree. Sin 30 is half, 1 by 2. Same value we have there. Is equal to 4. 4 is nothing but what then? P value. Where omega is equal to 30 degree and P value is equal to 4. You know that cos 30 is root 3 by 2, sin 30 is 1 by 2. Is the normal form of equation of the line. You have to make the angles equal. Here and here you should not have different angles. It should be same. Like that you have to write it in the normal form. Next we will go to the last question. Find the angle between the lines y minus root 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 and root 3y minus 1x plus 6 is equal to 0. Angle between the lines here, you know the formula. What is that? Tan theta. So what is the angle between the two lines? That is tan theta. So to bring that, we need m1 and m2. We need the two slopes. How to get the slopes? By writing it in the slope intercept form. So we have, you rewrite in the slope intercept form. Y minus root 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 can be written as, I will take it as y is equal to these two come the other side, 3x plus 5, root 3x plus 5. Okay, implies slope of line 1, slope of L1, you can write it as m1, that is equal to root 3. Then also second one you convert to slope intercept form, root 3y minus x plus 6 is equal to 0 implies, take y separate, what do we get? Y is equal to, take this to the other side or else one more step we write, root 3y is equal to x minus 6. Okay, so what is y? Y is equal to 1 by root 3x minus 6 by root 3. If you want you can rationalize this, but anyway we are not using this in calculation, so whatever it is doesn't matter for us. We need only this m value, m1 and m2. So what is m2 here? Slope of second line. Slope of L2. m2 is equal to how much? 1 by root 3. So m1 we got, m2 we got. What is the angle between the two lines? Angle between the two lines, tan theta. First we will find tan theta, after that we will take theta. Directly theta cannot be written. So first we will find tan theta. What is that? Modulus of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. So substitute the values. What is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 we will take as, we have taken already 1 by root 3 minus m1 is root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 3 into root 3. So root 3 cancels. So what do we get? This is 1 minus root 3 into root 3 is 3 divided by denominator root 3 is there. Here 1 plus 1 2. So it is 2 root 3. So what is this? Absolute value we are taking. So it's minus 2. It will become 2 there. 2 cancels. So we get 1 by root 3. So tan theta is root 3 means what is theta? Theta is equal to tan inverse of 1 by root 3. For which value of theta it is 1 by root 3? As 30 degree. So angle between the two lines can be, you know, it can be acute or obtuse. So therefore, angle between the two lines, given lines we will write, okay? Given lines angle between the given lines is 30 degree or 180 minus 30 degree. What is the value? This is equal to 150 degree. Either it can be 30 degree or it can be 150 degree. So that is the solution for this question. Now let us derive a very important formula, that is distance of a point from a line. In the normal form we have seen the line at a distance from the origin. Now just reverse the case. We have a point, it is at a distance d from the line. So this distance d, an expression for this distance d we are going to derive now. Okay, very important it is. Formula as well as derivation is also important. Application of the formula in problems is also very important. Highly applicable formula it is. Okay, even in your second PUC this will be applied. So we are going to find an expression for this d. What is d? It is the distance of a given point p of x1, y1 from the line L. Okay, this is your line L. How far is this point P from the line L? Perpendicular distance that we are going to find now. You have to draw a PM perpendicular to the line L. Okay, and let us use the letters R to represent the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Let the line cut the x-axis at the point Q and let it cut the y-axis at the point R. So in the intercept form of equation of a line, just I discussed a little earlier, we had seen what are the coordinates of this point. If it is intersecting, when it is given in this form, the x-intercept is nothing but minus c by a comma 0. And what are the coordinates of R? 0 comma minus c by b. So we will take this as x1 y1, let this be our x2 y2 and this be x3 y3. For our reference, I will tell you why we have considered like this. So now I will write that let q of minus c by a comma 0 and p is not p, r of 0 comma minus c by b be the coordinates. So we will consider this triangle PQR. Okay. So area of triangle PQR is equal to, what is the area of triangle PQR? We have a general formula, isn't it? Half into base into height. What is base? QR into altitude. What is the altitude? That is PM. So we need to find the expression for PM here. So what is PM? PM is equal to 2 into area of triangle PQR divided by QR. This is our main expression. So now what I am going to do is, first we will find an expression for QR, then we will find an expression for area of this triangle, then we will substitute in this equation, we will cancel and simplify. Then we will get the required expression for D, which is nothing but PM. So first we will use distance formula and find QR. What is QR? See here, QR, distance between 2 points. We have the distance formula, that is nothing but square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. x2 minus x1 the whole square. Anyhow you can do that. So 0 minus c by a the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square minus c by b minus 0 the whole square. So what is that? Square root of c square by a square plus c square by b square. We have to take the LCM because here denominators are different. Multiply this by b square. Square root of b square c square plus a square c square by a square b square. So in both these numerator parts we can observe that c square is common. Take it outside. So c by a square b square, when you remove the square root it is ab. So into square root of a square plus b square. So this is the expression for QR. Now we will find an expression for area of triangle PQR. So area of triangle PQR, you have a formula which you have studied in your previous classes. What is that? x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay? You see here it comes in the cyclic order 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. So now substitute these values from the figure. What is x1 y1 we will take as x1 y1. Now I told you we wrote this as x2 y2, this is x3 y3. In order to substitute in this formula only I have done that. Now x1 is x1 only, keep it as it is. x1 of y2 minus y3. y2 is 0, 0 minus y3. What is minus of? Minus plus c by b plus x2. What is our x2? Minus c by a. Minus c by a of y3 minus y1. y3 is what? Minus c by b into minus y1. What is y1? Is y1 only. I told you keep as y1 only. Plus x3 is nothing but 0. Where is x3? 0 into any number is 0 only. We will not express that first. We will keep it as 0 only. Now, this 2 we will take this side. Okay? Later we will transfer. So, c by b into x1 minus of minus plus c square by ab plus c by a into y1. This is the expression. Again we need to take the LCM here. Denominator is ab here, here in b, here a. So both these expressions will multiply and divide by b and a respectively. Here we need a. So it is ac x1 by ab plus here nothing to do as it is because denominator is already ab. Here we require b. So it is bc y1 by ab. So what is common throughout? common. So we can write 2 times area of triangle PQR. 2 times area of triangle. These two I have taken this side. It is equal to C by AB. We will take absolute value because area is positive. So what is left here? C by AB. If you take AX1 plus B Y1 plus C. Okay. So this is area. So substitute this expression for QR and expression for area in the equation 1. Substituting 2 and 3 in 1. What do we get? 1 is nothing but what? PM. PM is equal to 2 times area of PQR. What is 2 times area? This one only. C by AB into AX1 plus BY1 plus C divided by QR. What is QR expression? C by AB into root of A square plus B square. So what can be cancelled here? C by AB can be cancelled. So PM is nothing but what? It is D only, perpendicular distance. So AX1 plus BY1 plus C divided by root of A square plus B square. This is the expression for distance of a point from a line L. Okay, distance of a point from a line L. Now let us see the distance between two parallel lines. Let the equations of the lines be: first line L1, y is equal to mx plus c1, and the second line L2, that is y is equal to mx plus c2. So this is not there actually. This line is not there because the coordinates taken is negative. We will not consider this. And this line, this is nothing but our negative x-axis, positive x-axis. This is positive y, negative y-axis. So equation of the two lines are, equation of the L1 is y is equal to mx plus c1, and equation of the second line is y is equal to mx plus c2. Let L1 intersects the x-axis at the point minus c1 by m, 0. So let the line L1 intersects the x-axis at minus c1, m and 0. That is the coordinate at point at which it is intersecting the x-axis. So we have just now derived an expression for distance of a point from a line. That expression we are going to use here. So distance of this point from this line, that is what we are going to derive now. Okay, we are going to derive. That is the expression required. So distance of this point from this line. See, you know everywhere parallel lines the distance is equal. If this is D, this is also D only, isn't it? So distance of a point from a line. What is the formula we have derived? D is equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. So here the equation of the given line only we are going to write. What is the equation of the given line? Second line. This is the line actually. Y is equal to mx plus c2. So mx plus c2. X plus C2. C2 is C2 only here. So just substitute the value. What is the x value? Minus C1 by m. Substitute the x value. Then root of a square plus b square. Here a is nothing but 1 only. A square plus b square. Next, this is converting into standard form. Understood? Why it came minus means you have to convert it into standard form. Y minus mx minus C2 is equal to 0. Okay, so you know that equation has been reduced from the general equation. What was that? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. But here it is in y is equal to mx plus c2 form. But this equation when we are using, it has to be converted into that form only. What is that form here? Y minus mx minus c2 is equal to 0. So what is the coefficient of x? Oh, a is equal to minus m here, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus c2. Okay, so ax1 plus by1 plus c plus c is equal to 0. That form only. That is why negative sign has come here. Don't wonder why it is minus c2 here. Okay, because c value is minus c2 actually. So substitute it. Okay, and a square plus b square. What is a? A is minus m. Minus m, the whole square is nothing but m square only. What is b square? B square is b is 1. So b square is also 1 only. So m and m will get cancelled here. Minus of minus c1, that is plus c1, minus c2 divided by root of 1 plus m square. So this is the equation and expression for distance between two parallel lines when the equation is given in this form, slope intercept form. Otherwise, in general form, if it is given, what is the expression? D is equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of a square plus b square, because it is distance, a positive quantity, measurable quantity. So it is only always we take the absolute value. So based on this, just two small problems we will discuss, then we will stop. So find the distance of the point from the line. So it is from the line only, it is not distance between two parallel lines, it is distance from a point to a line. So first formula we are going to use here. So what is the solution? First we have the formula. We have the expression for distance. What is the modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. What is x1 y1 here? X1 is nothing but how much? The point given 3. And what is y1? Y1 is minus 5. What is a? Ax1 plus this is nothing but the given expression only. No need to mention what is a, b, c and all. Just write the given equation. 3 into x1 value. What is x1? 3 plus b. B is minus 4. Y1. What is that? Minus 5. Plus c, that is minus 26. Don't write because it is in the formula plus c. I have to make it plus and write. Nothing like that. What is the given equation? As it is, you should write with the same sign of the c what is given in the equation. Don't change that. So a square plus b square. Coefficient of this 3 square plus minus 4 the whole square. So just simplify this. What do you get? 3 3s are 9. 5 4s are 20 minus 26 divided by this is 9 plus 16 is 25, root 25 is nothing but 5. So just to calculate, what do we get? 20 minus 26 minus 6, 9 minus 6 is nothing but 3. Positive only value we are getting, so nothing to worry. 3 by 5 units is the distance between that point and the line. Distance of the given line from the point is 3 by 5 units. Always mention the unit here because a distance is a measurable physical quantity. Don't just write 3 by 5 and stop. That is not the conclusion. Now, find the distance between two parallel lines. So, distance between two parallel lines is the concept just now we have discussed. What is the formula? We have the expression for D. D is equal to, what is it? D is equal to modulus of C1 minus C2 divided by square root of A square plus B square. So, C1, you know, any two parallel lines equations differ only by a constant term. Got it? So, what is the constant here? C is 7 here and the other side we have 5. 7 minus 5 divided by square root of A. A is nothing but the coefficient of x. 3 square plus 4 square, that is 16. So, 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 by anyway 3 square plus 4 square, you know it is nothing but 25. 25 root if you take you will get 5. So, what is the distance between two parallel lines? 2 by 5 units. So, this is the distance between two parallel lines.